Hello, everyone. It's almost time for bed again, and I'm so happy. um, it, so it's still Tuesday, and got quite a bit done today. I'm not gonna lie. And it has been very relaxing. I got 3 loads of laundry done, so I'm very happy. And I've been watching a lot of the Life of a Single Mom videos today, and it just really inspired me today. And so I wanted to make this video really quick. The one I'm watching right now is the co-parenting one, and it's really hit home to me. She's talking about how in order to be a really good co-parent, you are to, number one, follow the rules of your divorce decree. Number two, if you have a problem with that other spouse, take it to them. This is something that is not happened between me and my ex-husband, because we are having a very, very difficult time communicating with each other. We have a hard time communicating with each other when it comes to our child. We have a very hard time communicating with each other when it comes to expectations and interpretation of our settlement agreement. She says, follow the rules of the Bible. What's the Bible say? Love your neighbor as yourself. Treat others the way you ought to be treated, which means treat others the way you would want them to treat you. And, love them as you want to be loved. And so if you want that ex-spouse to talk to you, ask for mediation, ask for coffee, ask for that open communication. Now, if they refuse and they don't comply, or it's something where they have to have their attorney nearby, or it's something where they have to have a recording, or they have to write everything you say down, then maybe that's not going to work. And maybe you do need to go to court. Maybe you do need to let a judge, figure out what to do. And but try those things first, and see if it will work for you, and open up that open communication. In my case, I asked for mediation. I asked for all of our communication to go through the court app. I have also asked for co-parenting classes, because I think us sitting in a room together, working things out, learning how to co-parent together would be a really good step in the right direction for the best interest of our child. And with all that, I think following the order is a big one. And I'm doing my best to follow that order that we have, that agreement. And so, take it to God in prayer. And therefore, that's why my ex-husband has filed a motion to modify. Instead of him calling me up or talking to me face to face, even without our child being present and without communication or even going to mediation, I have no idea what he's accusing me of. I have no idea what he's talking about. I don't know anything of what he's claiming on this motion. That is something that is a big problem. We cannot communicate, and I just don't have any idea at all what he's talking about. And one of the things that this lady is saying is, instead of sitting there and talking about how bad things are with your girlfriends, you need to take it to your brother, or your ex-spouse, or your spouse, or whatever. Doesn't matter if you're married or divorced. If there's something going on with that other person, you are to go up to them and ask them, hey, did I offend you, or did I, what's going on? Why do you not understand this? Or I disagree with you even, but let's talk this over. Let's work it out. And so that was one of the things that just really hit me. It was like, oh my gosh, I do remember yesterday at work, there was a coworker of mine who, I guess there was another coworker who just really seemed like she was angry at this other coworker. And she's like, she goes up to her, she goes, "Did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong to you? Because you're acting very standoffish. You're not talking to me all day. And usually you always say good morning or anything like that." And and that just kind of reminds me of this. Any offense, go directly to him, to your ex-spouse. And another thing she said on here is pray for your ex-husband. Not pray that he'll break his leg, like she says, or don't pray that he will learn his lesson or anything like that, because you can't control. If he's a narcissist, you can't control it. If he's, got personality disorders, you can't control that. If he's got any kind of personal issues, mentally or physically, you can't control those decisions that he's made. And honestly, if he just filed for divorce for no reason, you can't control the situation. But you can pray for him, and you can pray that he will be the man and the father that your children deserve and that your children need. You're not praying to get him back. That is one thing that I'm not praying to get my husband back. I am praying for his soul. I am praying that he will get right with God and he'll make good decisions, because my children will benefit from having that godly father that he needs. You know, that is one thing that I'm really learning, and it's been helping me actually, just letting go of my ex-husband, is praying for him and just praying that he will get right with God. And then, let it go and just don't hold on to the regrets and the hatefulness, or letting go of just let go of your thoughts and anger and all that, and let God move the mountains. There's a lot of times when God will restore marriages because one person has prayed for that ex-spouse, and one person has just been in a relationship with Christ where their faith has been built up. And that's what that separation, that divorce, maybe even was needed for that purpose, for that one spouse to be faithful as they wait for that other spouse to come to know Christ. And if there's an abuse or an addiction in your marriage, to let that go also. That is something you cannot control. You will never be able to control it. And even though you may not understand it, it is something that that ex-spouse of yours is going to have to figure out on their own. And they're going to want to change on their own. It's something like, I know with my ex-husband, I can't change his decisions. And when he said that to me, it was like, okay, I'm not even going to try, because I think what you're doing is wrong, but it doesn't matter what I think, because I want him to be that godly man on his own, and I want him to be right with God on his own. And that is something I cannot change. So this was really good. The life of a single mom and co-parenting, working together. She suggests going out, talking together, working together. The one thing is if that other person doesn't communicate with you, if that other person doesn't work with you, and you've tried, it goes back to the prayer. You got to keep praying for that ex-spouse of yours. And that's kind of where I'm at in my co-parenting and marriage and divorce with my ex-husband. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Don't give up. God is working on you, obviously, as a Christian during your separation, your divorce. But God may be working on that ex. He may be just working on him, and he may be moving mountains for you, and you just don't see it yet. So, hope that encourages you guys. Have a good night. God bless. Bye.